Hello, how are we doing today? Hope everyone's doing okay. Today we got Caps vs Jets. Slightly late on my behalf on starting off, but it's just been a little presentation for Ovi NOA, so it's not too much of an issue. Ovi chance coming in. Wearing the Ovi jersey as well tonight for that exact reason. Give me just a second. Just sorting out a few little bits. Right, there we go. Getting a little photo there. Hello everyone, hello David in chat. I know you were coming in anyway, but hello. How are you doing? We got a little video here to watch. Little hype up video for Ovechkin. Not sure he really needs the... I'm not sure he really needs the full Ovi hype up. He doesn't need it. He gets plenty already, but sure, let's go for it anyway. If I have a little bit less energy today, I had a game last night and I got a puck straight to the head, so I'm currently on concussion protocol as a precaution. I have got a slightly messed up ear, so if I'm a little bit low on energy, that is why. We unfortunately did lose that one as well, but we did only go with 2 lines. We were a bit short on players. But I hope everyone's doing alright today. So there's a full-on video here they're showing on the big screen. It's for Ovi passing 900 goals, obviously. Now on 907. Took so long to get here that we're now plenty ahead of what we originally were at. Did it knock any sense into it? David, you could have asked this off stream, you know. Now, if anything, you probably got hit more than I did with it. Knowing you, David, it probably had more of an effect, let's be honest. Right now, 11 votes on the first goal won. 73% of you, so I think that's 7 or 8 of you have said, I think that's 8, have said Caps scoring the first goal, so I'll have to see about that. Has anyone got any parlays, any bets going on? No, my phone. Okay, just hit me from across the country, right? I mean, it was only... Oh, to be fair, the driving was horrendous for that game. 3-hour drive took 4.5 hours to get there. Got back at 6:30 a.m. They've got his kids involved and everything. Oh, the stream's buffered. Not a great start. Come on, NHL. You can do better than that. Hold on. There we go. We're back. What are your predictions then, David? Who do you think's gonna win? I'm surprised they don't have a stat for like when something like this happens for Ovechkin and he gets like this praise and stuff, but like a pre-game ceremony for him. I wonder what his stats are for then those games that does that. I wonder what his like goals and assists per game's looking like. Be interesting to know, to be honest. Got some of the people that he's helped raising money for. He raised 183,000. What's Jets play style like? Aggressive, weak? Are they good or bad? Last year they were the only team to beat us in points. This year, I don't really know. I mean, we're 12-9-2. They're 12-9-0. We've played 2 extra games, which went to overtime. That is it. So we'll have to see. Connor Hellebuck's their goalie, who is 8-6-0, 2.51 goals against. We got Logan, who's 9-6-1, 2.16 goals against. They've got like loads of young players on who are wearing number 8. God, they're getting younger and younger. They've got 6-year-olds skating out now. That is a powerful statement. The name Ovi means hockey. Damn. Okay. But so going into this, Jets are 7th in ranking on the power play, 7th in ranking on the penalty kill, 6th in face off, 9th in goals for, 12th in goals against. We're 27th on our power play, 29th on our penalty kill, 22nd on our face off dot, but we are missing one of our top ones. To be actually, we've been missing at least 2 the entire season. Goals for is higher, we're 7th, and goals against is also lower for us. So it's a bit of a mix, really. But we are powerful 5-on-5. We are so good 5-on-5. But Shifley for them is doing really well, really, really well. Carl Connor, Mark Shifley. They're those big players. Ovi is 5 goals in the last 5 games. Bearing in mind, those are on 2 games. Those are on 2 games. Damn. But we've got Chikrin in good form as well, which is good to see. Does everything sound and look alright, by the way, David? Jesus. So, someone's done a painting of rookie Alex Ovechkin versus like now Alex Ovechkin next to each other, and in the background is every single name of every player he's played with in his career, which he's played. I think it's like 32% of the entire league ever he's played against, which is ridiculous. God, this is going to be a very, very delayed start to this game. It's already almost 20 past. But, like, yeah, just fuck it. Why not? Are we going to get an overgoal? We're obviously going to do the poll as usual. We always do a poll later. So after the first goal is scored, we'll do an overgoal. If it's Ovi scoring, we'll just say, is Ovi going to score a second or get a hat trick or something like that. Everyone's coming for a team photo now, so we'll be underway very shortly. Yep, all's good. Okay. So I didn't read that one. He made the team photo. He's happy. Oh, I forgot about that. Connor Hellebuck's injured as well, so they're gonna have to play Comrie, who's 4-3-0, 2.87 goals against average, 0.899 save percentage. That might mean we're playing Lindgren. Are we going to play Lindgren instead? I don't know what the cycle's like right now. Lindgren's 3-3-1. So basically the same. 3.14 goals against average and the exact same save percentage, but it has a shutout, so. Right. We're just getting the ice cleared and then we'll be underway. Took a little while, but it always does with these things. Oh my god. David, because I mentioned about the guy having to said he's going to get me a beer at Nationals because of hitting me in the head with a puck. Nick was like, "Oh, you're going out with a dude now? Fair enough." To clarify, I'm not. Before you go there, David. One sec. There we go. Wonder if we'll see Bruce. We've not seen Bruce recently. Fair enough. And he's not wrong. We all know you're into that. Right, okay. I'm on stream, David, so I can't rip you apart like a Christmas present, but I'll just do it on off stream. 'Cause that's what you wanted, right? No worries, I'll do that next time or later. Yeah, well, I know what you're into. We've got streams of you saying that you do it because I managed to trick you. So, might want to shush up. Not particularly, but I guess I get no choice. Oh no, there's literally evidence online now, David. Get rid of the evidence quick. Okay. We got 13 votes right now. 14. 13. 14. Someone can't decide whether they want to vote or not right now. Okay, 14 votes. 64% saying Caps scoring first. We'll have to wait and see if that is the case. And now we'll be doing the national anthem. 24 minutes into the stream and it's already not even puck dropped yet. God damn. Bob McDonald singing it tonight. We've only got one other game against Winnipeg this season, which is on the 13th of December. For you Americans out there, happy Thanksgiving. I think it's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, technically today for me, because I'm from the UK. I think it's on Thursday, right? Is that right? I don't know. I'm actually celebrating it over here with some friends, but doing it on Saturday just so we can be fat and not doing anything the following day. And now the Canada national anthem. Streaming. Okay. What's your predictions then? I know David said 2-2 go into a shootout. Who are you saying is going to win in the shootout though, David? That is the question. What are we thinking? I'm not going to lie, if it goes to a shootout, we are not winning. Caps are horrendous on it because we put Ovi out. Not sure why we put Ovi out, but apparently we do. Because Michael's hyped up, managed to hear him all the way from down at ice level. Saying, let's go. Okay. It is Conwy versus Lingwin tonight in net. No, thanks, David. I was going to mention that soon. For those who don't know, I'm taking part in the UK Charity All-Stars ice hockey tournament. It's in July of next year, but we're starting off the fundraising already. I believe we're going absolutely nuts overall as a team. currently, as a team, £7,500, which is, if my math is right, about $9,500 within the first 3 weeks. So can't really complain about that. Within the first 8 seconds was an offside against Winnipeg. And they'll send it to behind Lingren. Ferrari will try and get it around, helped out by Strome. Failed to get that out on the first attempt. Now we get it out. And that's going to be offside against the Caps. She couldn't get it in very cleanly there. Protus saw if Wilson, Duhaime, Michael Leonard. 2 of the ones there. And then Milano, Lapierre, Frank. Ferrari with Carlson. Chikrin and Matt Roy. I actually have been liking those two together. Sandin and Makarov. Getting to see Makarov again tonight. Chikrin will chip that in to the corner. Stretch pass, bounces off the skate there into the Caps zone. Protus will try to help this get out. Now we get it out. Just too much for Protus there. Deked one. Charlie Lindgren coming out to play this one. And that goes out onto the bench there. Charlie Lindgren 1.55 goals against in his career against his team, which isn't bad at all, actually. That's really, really good. Okay. Caps in their zone. Stretch pass. Leonard will bat it into the zone. Duhaime with the forecheck. Gets his first hit of the game. Trying to turn it over in their zone. Keep it in, but Winnipeg coming out with it. And we'll dump it into the Cap zone. Michael takes it in. Leonard backhands it all the way back towards the D. Shot on from range. That one is blocked. Good pass to Sandin on the vacant wing. Into Milano. Tried to go 5-hole. Good save. Milano could have got a bit more height on that. That one's tipped on. Michael's redirect is denied. Good cycle here from the Caps. Sent around the boards. Milano picks it up. Tried to drop it for Carlson, but he was met by 2 Jets players. Put all the way down to the Caps end. Ferrari will pick this up. Working through the centre. Going alone. We'll try to get it to be really too much in front of him. It's sent out of the zone. Not quite enough for icing. Very close there. Ferrari using the boards there. A good block by Lapierre. Stopped them getting back in the zone. Tried to go away with it as well. Couldn't. 3-on-3 for Winnipeg. Up on the boards in the corner. Shot goes wide. Vetchkin got that free, but went straight to the Jets player on the blue line. A shot blocked. And that one's sent out of the zone. Vetchkin coming up the left-hand side. Uses the boards to get it further. Absorbs a bit of a hit in the process. Winnipeg working through the centre. They get into the zone now. Shot goes high and wide. Protos using his size there, goes straight through the defence into the corner. He tries to get this one back. It bounces to the mid slot, but no Caps players there, so Winnipeg will get possession. Winnipeg using the boards to free up the pressure. Sandine sidesteps the player there. Heard a little whoop whoop from the bench there. Probably Duhaime. He's a very vocal guy on the team. I didn't know where that one was. When we get that out of the zone. That's sent into the zone, no one there, so Caps will pick it up. First 5 minutes into the game, not really much going. Milano had a good scoring chance, couldn't get it off. What have you voted for, David? On the thing. Good save there by Lingrin. What's up? Hello, hero. Long time no see. How have you been? Hopefully you've been good. Getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving. My hero. Oh no. David's getting desperate again. Caps win that face off in the defensive zone. Just gets out of the zone, but not under possession. Carl Connor there. Desperate, hold on. Working on some YouTube stuff. How about you guys? Oh, Chickering onside just gets a shot off. Over with a hit there as well. Yeah, not been too bad. Apart from I had a game last night and took a puck up high. Currently on concussion protocol, but you know, that was centered well. Couldn't get the shot off there. Took a puck up high, straight to the ear, and a drive from Carlson, and he scores. John Carlson just slaps that one from mid-slot and he goes straight by the Jets goalie. 1-0 Caps. Great start. And now, as we always do, we'll get the next poll going. You know which one it is. Come on. Let's get it already. By the way, David, already peaked at 14. Right, let's get it up now. Slap shot on from Winnipeg goes wide. 1 second, I'll just end this poll and then put up a new one. %67 got it right. Not too bad, not too bad. There we go. Over goal 908. What are we thinking? Got a few votes trickling in. It's not far off 50-50 right now, actually. 9 votes, still trickling in. I know there's quite a lot of you in there, so come on, get the votes flooding in. 60-40 right now, I think. So I'll read the chat now. I'm sorry to hear that. Glad you're okay. I mean, I was gonna play on. They had to blow the whistle down. I don't know how he managed to get it so high up on me. To be fair, he was probably a good, like, other side of the, like, face-off circle. Probably the other side of it as where I was. Managed to just roof it. Went under the side of my helmet and just hit me right square in the air, and just instantly bleeding, which wasn't ideal. It was actually streamed as well, the game, so I actually do have the clip of me just falling to the ice like a sack of potatoes, which is quite funny. But yeah, lost that game 8-6 in the end. That's the first loss of the season though for us, in 3 games. But also not going to complain too much because we were playing with 2 lines compared to 4. So not really in a position to complain about that, really, are we? 64% saying over goal yes. That man, yeah, it's good you didn't play on. Concussions are no joke. I mean, I feel fine. I've not had a headache. I've not had anything since. I was a bit, like, dizzy standing back up again, but I think that's more I stood up too quick. But precautionary right now. I've got 2 weeks till my next game, so should be able to play that one. And Ryan Leonard couldn't quite keep on his feet going between the 2 defenders there, unfortunately. Yeah, there's quite a lot of speed going as well for him. Yeah, but it was a game and a half. It was quite a long. It's our second furthest team to go to. Ethan Frank fanned on that shot. Tried to send it to the D, but no one was there. Lapierre in the corner with it. Ethan Frank got a little hit up high. Shot from Chikrin. Good save there. So 3-on-2. Good stick from Chikrin from behind. Yeah, we honestly on the game we literally stopped for about 10 minutes because I was down for a little bit, and then they had to refs had to come over to the bench once I got there, and check out how I was and everything. But because it was an away game, we didn't really have anyone really there that couldn't do much for our side, so I had to get someone's partner who had come down to watch just to keep an eye on me on the side, just in case. I wasn't even allowed my beer after the game. Like, what a calamity! You can't have my beer after the game. You gotta have a beer after the game. It's the rules. D to D pass there. Nice little give and go. Shot there is deflected wide, and slap shot from Carlson on the other side, and that one is covered. Damn, two defensemen this season, Carlson and Chikrin, with 20 plus points through the first 23 games of the season. Damn. Not too bad. And just jumps over the Jets player's stick. Could have had the 2-on-2. Instead, Caps are going back the other way. Not with very many numbers, but a shot on there. Caps player was pushed into the Jets goalie there. Jets send it all the way around. Comes out the zone. Tried to centre that one. Carlson was on it. And Protus will take this out the zone. Got it to Wilson, who plays it all the way into the end boards. It's taken down by Morrissey. Wilson tried to jam it short side. It just came off the side of the net. I think he might have been trying to bank that one. That one's gonna be icing against Washington. What are your predictions then, Hero? Have you got any parlays on tonight? We always love a little parlay for someone in the chat. Although no one seems to have won yet, so maybe don't tell me and you might win. Because I've rooted for so many and it's not happened. Once, yeah. I'm like a curse for it, honestly. That goes all the way down to Winnipeg's end, but they sent it them there themselves, so no icing. Dumped into Washington's end. Last 9 minutes of the first now. Nah, I don't bet. Don't even have money to bet with. That's mood. Bet 2 pennies. Don't blame you. Fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. But the thing is, once you get going, you get addicted so easily. Like, it's honestly a curse. Honestly, I have won some money from betting. But then I lost it the next bet. Right now, if I was gonna bet anything, I would bet on a Sordif goal. I feel like Sordif is gonna score tonight. It's fine if you can manage it. Like, if you say, I can put on, like, say, $10 a month sort of thing, which $10 a month, like, $120 a year isn't going to kill you. You know what I mean? But if you do, it's like something like that, where if you've used it up, you've used it up, then you can do it. But if you get addicted and then be putting in money you don't have and stuff, that's when it gets rough. If you call that, would be insane. I feel like Sordif is going to score. Shot blocked there. That's sent in, and no Caps there to get it. So Winnipeg will just slow it down behind the net, get all the necessary changes for both sides. And now they break out. Just sort of gave it to the Caps, to be honest. Waited for quite a while for no reason. And there we go. 3-on-3 for the Caps. Sordif coming up the right-hand side. Tried to get a shot on. It was blocked. Wilson just took that man down just with his size. Roy plays it back to Sordif. To Protus. Sandin sends it further around. Caps will get a change. I'm not going to lie. Sordif is looking good already this game. Like, I wasn't really paying attention to Sordif. And then I said that. And I'm like, okay, maybe he actually will get a goal tonight. Shall I actually have a look at the odds for him scoring tonight? Let's go to bet 365 and let's have a look at how much I would win if I was to put a bet on. I'm not going to bet, but I'm just having a look. 4-3 for the Caps here. Sandin puts it back to Lapierre, shot on. Frank was right in front as that went on, and a shot from distance, and it goes in. And Chikrin lights the lamp again. 9-point game streak for a defender. That is insane. That is actually insane. Chikrin's just gone bar down from the blue line. From the blue line. It right in the top right corner, bar down. Oh my god, what a snipe. No screen, and it goes perfectly bar down. What a shot. What a goal. That's two defenders scoring again for us. The two defenders we were just saying have scored, have got 20 points plus through the first 23 games, and they've both got a goal in the first period. A shot on there. There was a rebound. Any chance of Norris running? I haven't paid much attention. Don't know where McCarr and whatnot are. He currently has more points than McCarr. And a higher point streak as well. As far as I'm aware, I'm not going to lie, there's a high chance. Imagine Chikrin gets the Norris. Thompson gets the other. and then one of our forwards just, and then fucking Wilson or something goes and gets the other one. Like, just some nut combination like that. Right, I've got it up. Let's go to the ice hockey. Let's go to the Caps game. Anytime goal scorer. That's right. Sordif is 7-1. I mean, if I put a bet on for Sordif, I would win 7 times what I put in. Just saying. That would be so cool. I don't think it's ever been done. Has any team ever had 2? Especially the defensive ones at the same time. Like having a goalie and a defenseman both get it for the same team is that unheard of? Like, I don't believe anyone's done that before. Honestly, I might have. Honestly, I'm gonna kick myself, by the way, if Sordif now scores and I'm not put a bet on. At 7-1 odds. Like, low-key might actually have to. even just a dollar. No, I won't. I'll be good. I'll be good. Not sure, but I bet it's been done. I'm not sure because if you think of how long some of the trophies have actually been around, some of them haven't been around for that long. So there's only probably been like 30 seasons or something that it's been possible to, which is like with 32 teams, it's very unlikely. Salif gets that on all the way down to Winnipeg's end. He comes up with it, turns it over at centre ice, sends it across to Coulson, who fakes it. He puts it back on to Protus, who gets a shot on. Sordif tried to put that to Wilson back door as well. Sordif's looking good. I'm not going to lie, Sordif looks really good tonight. Shot on. It's blocked. Shifley, I think, got poked. His stick poked by Roy there to stop him getting that shot off. In the last 4 minutes of the first period, 2-0 for Washington. Carl Connor puts that into the corner on the other side. Tried to get the pass through the middle. Roy will send this ahead. Conor McMichael will get there first. Shot from a very tough angle. Tried to bang it off the side of the side of the head of the goalie there. Good pressure from the Caps. Duhaime, big hit there. I'm not going to lie. Number 54 for Winnipeg looked like me defending. I forgot about that aspect. Honestly, like, people do though. That's the thing. Like, you think, oh, the NHL has been around for however many years. Some of them are really new. Like, if I'll have a Google, unless you want to do it, but I'll have a Google at first intermission and have a look. Bouvillier has a partial break. He got tied up. Wilson, great pass there, though. Okay. Conn Smythe and Hart Memorial. They've been around for quite a while. Hart Memorial 1923 to 1924 season. Conn Smythe. First awarded in 1964 to 65 season. What's the other one? Ted Lindsay. Shall we have a look at Ted Lindsay as well? First. Ted Lindsay was first given out in the 1970 to 71 season. It was originally named Lester B. Pearson Award. In 2010, it was changed to Ted Lindsay. What other awards are there? I can't think. Prince of Wales. I can have a look at that. Yeah, I mean, they've been around slightly more than I thought, but still, like, there's only so many seasons, so it's probably quite a small amount if there has been any that have had multiple. If it is, it's gonna be like Bobby Orr with someone or Gretzky with someone. If like teams have had that, it'll be something like that realistically. Oh, he falls over by the bench there. Shot on. That was an absolute missile that went wide. That was probably 100 plus mile an hour. Really, shot on there. That's blocked. Nice spinner armor there. Tay's little spinner armor on Leonard. Still weird to see Taves playing for the Jets. It's so weird to see. Chikrin, D to D. Roy, with the first one, got it round, absorbed the hit as well. Trying to turn it over in the corner. Winnipeg come away with it. Lost 70 seconds of the first period. Pretty much just been Caps all night so far. Chikrin will go D to D to relieve a bit of pressure. I'm in the McNugget minute now. That one's sent ahead to Protus. So they couldn't quite get there first. It's a 4-4 now for Winnipeg. Wilson with a hit there. Digging in the corner. Comes loose to the blue line. Winnipeg with it. That's sent into the mid-ice. Beautiful move to avoid the defender. It's loose. And the whistle comes. Kyle Connor, what a move there. Damn. Got it to Kyle Connor and he couldn't get it off. Sordif actually tied him up a little bit. It was enough. Sordif did enough to stop them scoring there. Yeah, a bit of a stick lift to spoil him a little bit. He ended up shooting it straight at Lingren's pad instead. Defensive zone draw, 26.5 left on the clock. And McMichael is thrown from that one. So Bouvillier, I think Bouvillier's coming in and he wins it. That one's sent out in front and it's a goal. Bad pass from behind the net. I think that was a turnover from Carlson. A bad pass ended up just going straight in front. And Veraldi from Connor, I think. And that was Shifley. Shifley turned it over. Carlson, bad pass, yeah. Carlson just gave that one up. Carlson tried to go to Frank, but just didn't look up. Carl Connor was just there. Sends it for a tip in from quite an angle, but and there might be a fight here. Strome going at it. And the Meshnikov, Strome takes him down. I didn't see Strome fighting on my bingo card tonight. I didn't see anything. I mean, they kind of tangled into the boards a little bit, but it was just like your average play. But Strome just went straight at him. I don't know if something was said or something. Oh, I think he was purposely trying to hit Strome into the boards. Pushed his numbers into the board. Yeah, Strome just did not like him almost get boarded and just went at him. I did not see Strome getting that. Double minor for Strome for roughing. And 2 minutes for roughing for Winnipeg. So Winnipeg will be on the power play here. They're obviously wanting a boarding, but don't get it. So 9.7 seconds left of the period. Winnipeg will be on the power play. Most of it will be in the next period. Nothing's really going to happen because it's a neutralised sort of offside draw. So we'll kill off 7 seconds and then we'll have about 15 seconds probably killed off the start of the second period as well, as getting possession is always rough at the start. 1 goal game, 2-1. Carlson gave that one up. That one's on John Carlson, but he's scored, so I'll let him off for just 1. Got to head out, but I'll see you around. Have a good rest of your night. Enjoy whatever you're planning. I don't know if it's Thanksgiving related, but if it is, have a good night. Have a good Thanksgiving, and I'll see you around. Right, 2-1. Let's have a look at let's go for scores on the NHL first, because everything else always gets changed for stats wise, so we'll end up looking at that in a few minutes instead. A lot of games on tonight, damn. $15 different games on. All but 2 teams playing tonight. Okay, so About a minute and a half into the second, Rangers up 1 against the Canes. About 7 minutes into the second, Penguins up 1-0 against Sabres. 2 minutes in... 3.5 minutes into the period between Bruins and Islanders. Bruins up 2-1. End the first, obviously, Caps up 2-1. End the first between Jackets and Leafs, 0-0. 5 minutes into the second, Panthers up 1 against the Flyers. About a minute into the second between Wings and Preds up 1-0. Goddamn, Flames getting battered by the Bolts 4-0, 2 minutes into the second. And then Blues currently 2-1 against the Devils, 5 minutes into the second. In about 20 minutes, we'll have Hawks versus Wild. And at the next hour, we'll have Avs versus Sharks. We've got Mammoth versus Canadians, Ducks, Canucks. Knights versus Sens, and Kraken versus Stars. It's a lot of games on tomorrow as well. Obviously, Caps playing the Leafs. It's quite an early game, but people will be having Thanksgiving stuff going on. Yeah, there is 12 games on tomorrow as well. And then 6 games Saturday. 7, 8. Actually, even more. 10 games Saturday. Even more. Yeah. Very busy weekend, honestly. Loads of games going on. Poll is currently on 11 votes. 64%. So I think it's about 7 of you are saying yes for Ovi goal tonight. We shall see how that goes. Obviously, he's currently 5 goals in the last 5 games. They did actually come from 2 games, those. But we're not really going to rip him apart for that. Ovi is having another slower season. But he's 40. He's allowed. He's allowed to. Not really too pressed about it. Anyone else got any parlays in chat at all? I'm sure there'll be someone. There always is. There always is. I've literally had like 2 streams where not a single person's had it. We had one where about 4 different people had parlays going on. So I'm sure there'll be one of you out there that it has got one. What are you up to now then, David? You going on with anyone later, or is your chat just dead? So I've had 3 goals this period. Carlson with the first, Chikrin bar down from the blue line for the second, and then a goal by Velarde right at the end of the period, which is not an ideal one. They'll have a bit of energy going into the next period, as well as a power play, which they are pretty good at. I think they're 9th in the league. It's 9th or 7th, I think it was. Watching you and playing a game on my phone at the same time. Fair enough, honestly. Okay. Okay, stats for the period. Shots 11-6 for Caps. Caps are only 47.4 on the face-off dot, but 9 out of 19. It's only one less. Not too worried there. Hit 7-5 for Caps. Blocked 8-7 in favour of Caps. Giveaways 6 for Caps. 3 for Jets. 1 takeaway for Caps. 2 for the Jets. Carlson's 6th of the season from Wilson's 12th assist of the season. And then Chikrin's 9th goal. Milano's 2nd assist. Frank's 6th assist on that. And then Villard with his 9th of the season from Kyle Connor's 15th assist of the season. We know Kyle Connor's obviously having a great season. There we go. For those that don't know, I'm part of the UK charity All Stars team raising money for Bluebell Ward Children's Hospice. If you'd like to donate at all, then you can. The link is in the description, and if you can pop it in the chat, David, again for me, that would be great. I know you put it in earlier. I didn't pin it, unfortunately. Actually, I found it. There we go. I'll pin it anyway, but David's put it in the chat if you would like to check it out. Feel free. Every bit of money does go straight to the Children's Hospice itself. Directly, nothing is taken out of it for anything, so don't worry about that. Okay, right. We'll keep an eye on other scores around the league. Obviously, wearing the Ovi jersey for those who can't see very well. If I'm a little bit less energy tonight, it is because I'm currently on concussion protocol after taking a puck to the head last night in a game, which cut my ear and it is all red and swollen as well, which is not nice. But we power on, and that stutter, for the love of God, that is not from that. That is just me stuttering on a regular basis. Okay. What we think for the other games then? Who do we think's gonna win? Hurricanes have scored now. 1-1 against the Rangers now. I believe Panthers were only up 1-0. It's now 2-1. Don't know what happened there. I'll actually have a look and see who scored for each team. Gostisbehere and Larber in the Canes-Rangers game. For the Penguins, Matthew Dumba. Islanders versus Bruins. We got Barzell for the Islanders. Alex Steves and Tanner Gernot for Boston. For the Lightning, Hagel's had one. Dostris has had one. Carlisle has had one. And Gergeson's has had the other. Panthers Flyers, we got Verhaeghe and Marchand. And then Andre for the Flyers. Who else? Wings Preds, let's have a look. I think the Wings have just scored actually, so we'll give it a second. and see. Oh, and also New Jersey have just scored. Nico Hischier, Timo Meyer, and then Cam Fowler and Robert Thomas. And then we'll head over to Preds and Wings. The Brinket just scored. And Matt Bunting as well for the Preds. Quite a range in different players there with points on the board. A little talk with Tom just before we head back out onto the ice. Wilson, 12th assist of the season. He's on a 3-game point streak right now. Obviously, we're going to be on the penalty kill going into this second period. They'll have about 1 minute 50 something. I think you can see it on screen. I can't see it right now, but you all can. So. Oh my God. David, I'm going to send you something that... Oh dear. Check Snapchat. Nick just put that in the meme group chat. Just without even clicking on it to watch the video. I see your reaction. I'm waiting. Well, that's crazy. Yep. That's about, I mean, it's true. But just not really what I was expecting. But I mean, right, anyway. Up to 11 likes right now on the stream, apparently. Not doing too bad there. %67% saying yes to an over goal. We'll have to see if he can score it in the second or third. What do you think, David? Is he going to get... What do you think he's going to score? And if so, when? Second, third period, overtime? When do you think? Obviously, 2-1 right now. Carlson, then Chikrin with the goals for Washington. What are we thinking? Be nice towards the end. Final goal to seal the deal. What an empty netter. I mean, to be fair, it makes more of an impact if it's early. Because you set your team up more than it sets them up. I know. Couple more votes coming in on the Ovi poll. Might have to start doing a when do you think Ovi's going to score sort of thing poll. 64% still saying yes for an Ovi goal. So we will have to see. Flyers have tied it up. Wonder who scored there. Have a quick look. It was Michkov. Michkov tying that one up in between the Panthers and Flyers. There's quite a few very close games right now. 2-2, 2-1, 1-0, 1-1, 2-2, 0-0, 1-1, 2-1. And then there's just the Lightning, 4-0. They're just out of nowhere, they're just like, yeah, that'll do. Okay. About to come out now. Onto the second period, getting ready for that one. Hopefully we can get another goal. An extra bit of space would be nice. Obviously don't want to give it up anything bad at all either. Like the Carlson missed pass that ended up with a goal for them, which wasn't ideal, I'm going to be honest with you. Right, we're about just getting that off onto the ice now, sorry. Okay. Any predictions in the chat? Let me know. And 5-4 here for the Jets, although Caps get possession. Could have held it on for a little bit actually, but sent it in. Wilson actually ends up killing another little bit of time. And Winnipeg now starting the cycle. 30 seconds of it already killed. Obviously, 10 seconds was in the last period, right at the end. Dig in the corner, behind the net right now, of Winnipeg. At the blue line, starting the cycle. Trying to get into the bumper, Carlson was covering. To the bumper position, tried to play it back because he got 43 and 42 on him with Wilson Ferravari. Shifley tried to get away from Carlson. Not getting the shot off right now. The cycling got a lot of possession, but means nothing if I'm not going to get a shot off. Got two either side of the net right now. Shot on there. That's tipped in front and that's a goal. Velarde once more has tied it up. We're thinking a Velarde hat-trick now. He scored 2. Defenders didn't actually cover him at all. They kind of just stopped defending. They moved out. Oh, that might... Ooh. Is that... possibly above the crossbar, actually. It was way wide and a bit high. Nah, I don't think that is. I think that's alright. It's close, but I think that's alright. Bounced it straight down and went 5-hole. 2-2. Not an ideal time to give one up, to be fair. They are having a look at it. I don't know if this is of the challenge or not. I think they're just having a look themselves. Yeah, they're reviewing it. They've not said coach's challenge. So that's actually useful for us. And they've confirmed it as a goal anyway. It's close. It is very close, but that is a good goal. That's coming from a Caps fan. It is a good goal. It's an unfortunate one, but can't do much about it, unfortunately. Velarde's got his second of the night. 2-2 game. We know Winnipeg are a good team. That's sent in. Morrissey and Kyle Connor got the assists there. Kyle Connor's second assist of the night already. And that's 19 assists, I think, if I remember it correctly from before. A little stoppage in play. It was covered by Charlie. It was 2 straight for the Caps, and now they return the favour with 2 of their own straight. Not getting it out of the zone right now. Winnipeg struggling to get it out. Leonard shot on. There's a rebound there. Soldiff picks it up. A shot on just goes over the bar. Chikrin shot on. There's a rebound there. Soldiff shot was stick to the side as he was trying to get it off. Soldiff's had with a couple good looks here. I did say early in this game, I'm feeling like Soldiff will score tonight. If you want to go bet, it's 7-1 odds for him to score. So it's not bad odds at all. A big hit there by Ethan Frank. Don't really see Ethan Frank as a hitter, but there's a big one there. Ethan Frank on Stanley. Turns it over. Just went through and under the stick there. Ethan Frank having a good shift there. Stuck on the line there. Ferrari will take it himself. Gonna have to start getting a few more shots on net now. We are 4 minutes deep in the second. Velarde's got his second on the power play early. McMichael to Duhaime. Back to... Bounced off Coulson's skate there. Just went over the net. Ryan Leonard taken down there after he tried to get a shot away. It's Velarde that took him down. Protus gets this free and will dump it all the way down. Sordif tried to go short side there with a little talk. It was a beautiful move actually to get it off. Roy to Chikrin. Back to Roy. Fakes. Bumper position. Chikrin fires and that's gloved down. I really do like Roy with Chikrin. They'd be working really well together. Two seconds off from 5 minutes into the second. Shot 16-8 right now. Definitely got more shots on net, but our save percentage hasn't been great. It's about 75% right now. A shot goes wide there. Roy will help out to keep that in the zone. That one centered. Pivillia wasn't ready for it. Kept in the zone. Ovechkin sends it on and it goes in. Was that an Ovi goal? Or was that tipped by Strome? I think that's an Ovi goal. Ovi, 908. Just spins it and puts it on there and it's a goal. Let's go. Winnipeg tied up. We needed a goal to go back ahead, and Ovi delivers. Roy bounces it, and that went just under the bar. I don't know if that went bar down, actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, it went bar down. A second bar down goal. Chikrin went bar down, and Ovi right next to Chikrin also goes bar down. It was just a spinning wrister, and it just goes straight bar down. What a Ovi snipe. Ovi chance coming in. It was his night tonight for celebrating the 900th goal. Here's 908. A 2-on-2 for the Caps. Lapierre will wait up to try and get a bit of help. Sandin a bit deep. He's taken down in the corner on the boards. Ryan Leonard shot on. Nice little move as well. But just before. Roy and Bouvillier with the assist on the Ovi goal there. Let's go. Let's go indeed. Another shot on from Michael. That one's saved. Great goal there by Ovi. Second bar down goal of the game. Not too bad at all. Ovi's 11th of the season. That was Roy's 4th assist, Bouvilier's 3rd assist of the season as well. Caps 3-2 right now. Not going to complain about that one. 2 bar down goals is nuts though, by the way. So, out of how many votes? 14 votes, 64% of you got it right. Now, question is, what is the next poll? Are we just going to go for like a next goal, or what are we thinking? Shall we do the Velarde hat-trick? I think we should do a Velarde hat-trick. Since he's on 2. We'll go, even though he's not a Caps player, we'll see if we'll put a Velarde hat trick one up. Why not? There we go. It's 9th and 10th of the season, Velarde. Oh, he went to celebrate with his kids next to the penalty box there. 186th goalie he's scored against. God damn, Ovi. Do you hate goalies this much? Because I've had a bit of a break there. Couldn't get past all of them though. Sundin will get this around the boards, and Ovechkin will get it out to centre. It's a 3-on-3. Stromby, Villiers, and Ferravari. He shoots it just wide. Another shot on from Ovechkin. That one saved. Turnover there. Caps trying to get it possession. Strome passes it back to Carlson, who shoots, but that one's saved. Ferrari just keeps it back in, and it's sent all the way around the boards. Carlson will send it around the boards again, trying to relieve a bit of pressure. Went past Chikrin and all the way down to the Caps end there. Not ideal to give that one. Good poke check there. Just went under McMichael's stick there. He was mid-slot, ready to get that one off in a hurry. Let's see another goal just for a little bit of leg room now. We'll have to see if we can get it. Just over 8 minutes into the period right now. 2 goals this period. Velarde with the power play goal, he's second of the night. And then Ovechkin going bar down on a spinning wrister. Caps to get that out of the zone. Protus will take it in. Round the outside, tried to centre it, just went under Sordif's stick. That one sent on. Comes off the boards awkwardly. Winnipeg's goalie had to play that one. And that's going to be icing against Winnipeg. Guess your prediction was wrong. Did you at least say he was going to score though? Because I know you said towards the end of the game, but that was a very specific prediction rather than being a more generalised him scoring or not. 11 goals in last 11 games against the Jets, by the way, Ovechkin. That's ridiculous, a goal a game average. Yes, I did. Okay. Well, you at least got the main prediction right. You and I think it was 64% of the others, which is, I think it's like 9 out of the 14 or something for that. Try Lingering will claim that one to get a whistle. 10:51, approaching the halfway mark of the full game and the period here. 3-2 to Washington. For those who don't know, I'm part of the Bluebell Wood Children's Hospice team for the UK Charity All-Stars for 2026, happening in late July of next year, but we're starting off well. As a team, we've raised £7,500, which is around 9,000 US dollars in the first 3 weeks, which is insane. It is pinned and in the description if you want to go check that out. All money goes straight to the hospice, especially over this Christmas period. It'll be greatly appreciated. For those who don't know, I also have a Be a Pro series here on the channel for when I'm not live doing these games. It'd be great if you could show your support over on those. We will have another one out in a few days. I think the last one came out on Sunday, so about half a week later so far. Nice little give and go there. Carlson absorbs a bit of a hit there in the corner. Good work by Bouvillier, tried to get that loose. Shot was blocked. Bouvillier working through centre. Will send it into the corner. And a 3-on-2 for the Jets now. They dump it in though. Charlie will come out to play this. I think that was in the netting, but they've played it off anyway. Technically, if Winnipeg had scored there, Caps could have got it overturned because it went in the netting. Stretch past there. Milano back to Frank. Shoots. It was top of the pad there. It wasn't far off from sneaking by. Shot on from Roy. That was wide, but it was gloved down by Cognery. Over halfway through the game, 8:41 left of the second. 1 goal advantage. It's been 2 from Caps, 2 from Jets, and then 1 from the Caps again. So it'll be good to see us get another one just for a bit of an insurance marker going into the third. Rangers have scored another goal. And that is the only goal that's been scored since. Rangers have scored 1 and the Caps have scored 1 since. So that's about it. Another second between Penguins Sabres and it's still 1-0 to the Penguins. 4. Wait. They're all in random areas right now. 6 games right now at end of the second. All we've got a 1-goal game, a 1-goal game, 1-goal game, a tied game, another tied game, and a 4-0 absolute battering. Hawks and Wild are currently underway. They're about 3 minutes into the first. No goals yet. Jackets Maple Leafs, no score yet. 4 minutes left of the second. That's going to be all in the third period, that one, I think. Shortly we'll have Avs Sharks happening as well. The stream froze, so I'm going to have to reload it. Thanks to Monumental there. I mean, can't complain too much about Monumental Sports. They are by far the best when it comes to the streams. Never had a single issue with them majorly. There was a shot on there from Bouvillier, but that was gloves down. Ovi 7th in most games played with one team. 1,515 is 3 away from taking the next spot. Sordif taking the draw here against number 36. A shot on there from Protus just went off the shoulder there. Good face off from Sordif there to get that shot for Protus. Winnipeg got a bit of a cycle here, so I got something in my eye. Sordif picks it up at centre ice, sends it in. Good pressure by Protus. 6 out away from his man, but Winnipeg still get it out of the zone. Connor to Velarde. A shot on. I don't know if it was blocked or saved. I think it was Carlson. Sordif racing for this one. I thought it was Sordif, sorry. It's Michael. But he wears his jersey so weird you can't actually see the number on the back of his jersey. Thanks there. Shifley, beautiful move. A great save, Charlie. Shifley had a good chance there, actually. It was very dangerous in front. Had to adjust there, lingering. Shifley pretty much had a break. Had a bit of pressure from Sandine and 2 others, but I didn't actually see. I think it might have been Roy and someone else. Didn't really get a great look at who. That sent to Ethan Frank, trying to poke that from the defence. And Caps come up with it in the centre. Sandine will send this around. Milano sends it back around. And Sandine sends it behind the net again. Lapierre being double teamed in the boards. Frank trying to help him get it under possession. Possibly could have been a tripping call there. Ethan Frank sort of hooked the foot of the Winnipeg player there. That one's come straight in front of the net. No one was there apart from Caps players though. Bounced off the board, really weird to land right there. 6 minutes left of the second now. 1 goal apiece. Bit of pushing and shoving after that whistle. Don't think Lindgren fully knew where that one was, actually. Going to a little advertisement intermission here. We'll see if there's any more goals around the league. While we're here. Red Wings have now up 2-1. James Van Riemsdyk scoring over there as their second period comes to an end. Predictions. I'm going to go Hurricanes winning OT. And it's going to be 3-3 going into overtime. So Hurricanes win 4-3. I'm going to go Penguins 2-0. I'm going to go Bruins 4-2. Caps 5-3. Leafs 1-0. Panthers 4-3. Red Wings, I'm going to go 4-2. Lightning, I'm going to go 5-1. Devils versus Blues, I'm going to go 4-3 to the Blues. Wild Hawks, I'm going to go 3-1 Wild. Those are the games that are currently on. Avs Sharks, I'm going to go Avs 6-3. Mammoth Canadians, I'm going to go Canadians 4-1. Knights versus Sens, I'm going to go 4-2. Ducks Canucks, I'm going to go Canucks 3-1. Kraken Star, I'm going to go Stars 6-1. I'm going to go out there for that one. We'll have to see if any of those are right. I'm sure none of them will be. And to be honest, I forgot half of what I've said already. So, you know. Leave a like on the stream. It does help out a lot. Also subscribe if you would like to see more of these streams, or even if you want to see some Be a Pro stuff that we have here as well. Shot on there, and good save, Charlie Lindgren. Currently on 12 likes on the stream, so thanks all for liking the stream. It does really help me out. Shows that you're enjoying these streams. Caps with possession in our own end now. Thinking in the corner, there's 3 Caps players, 2 Winnipeg players. Carlson will come up with it. And alley-oops that all the way down, racing for it there was Bouvillier, I believe. Didn't get there in time. Currently 10 votes on the hat-trick poll. Good save there, Lindgren yet again. 60% saying no. So it's all saying a 2-goal game for the man. Obviously, we'll see if he does. I'm gonna say no, unless he comes on for an empty netter, which they have to get ahead first for that. So we will have to wait and see on that front. Now 12 votes, 67% of you saying no. Okay. What have you voted? Let me know in the chat. David, what have you voted for? Protus in the corner. Sordif is trying to help him out, but Protus pushes it the other way, so Sordif's not there. Taves, no high stick there. He high sticked not Ferrari. Sandine. I can't think of his name there. A shot there, good block by Makarov. Makarov has it now. Ali eats it all the way down, and it's just enough for icing. 3:01 left of the second. Caps in a good position right now, up 1, but still has to do quite a bit. Vladari looking for his hat-trick, obviously. Be nice to see if he can get one, but obviously our main thing is wanting Caps to win this one, so we could at least do with another goal before that happens. Jets player did a bit of a roly-poly on the ice there. Not sure quite what happened. Wasn't fully in view. That one almost got through. But Michael would have had it all alone in the slot. Good work by Michael to get it free. Tried to centre that one. Sliding defender gets there. And they're working through centre. Winnipeg tries to centre it. Makarov, good work. Oh, it was Ethan Frank actually. I thought it was Makarov. Good work by Ethan Frank. A shot there goes wide. Caps trying to dig for it. Struggling a little bit defensively towards the end of this period. Stanley driving around the corner. Be really with a great pressure holding him in the corner, not letting the puck go anywhere. Now Caps come up with it, but it just gets too far for Strome. And Lowry's, the other number 17, drives it in. Stanley, a shot there. That goes way out of play. Good defense there, but we are starting to fall a bit apart, letting them get into the zone a little bit, which I'm not liking. I want to see them play a bit more like Winnipeg do in the centre ice. Get some turnovers, get back up the ice, get things going. That's what I want to see the Caps do. There's only been 3 total penalties. It was on the same play, obviously. Let Winnipeg get the power play, which they scored in the second period on. Shot went wide there. And exits Washington's zone. Caps trying to work through centre, not connecting the passes there. Nugget minute of the second now, last minute. Shot on there, good save, lingering. It's still loose though. Back to the defense. Winnipeg, slap shot on. Good save there. Lingering saved it without even seeing it. Winnipeg holding it behind the net to try and just get one last rush and not let anything go against us. That was tipped in, but Charlie will come out to play that, and that's going to be a high stick against Winnipeg. So we might as well keep possession. There we go. Sandin will get a shot on as the whistle. As the horn comes, Caps will start the period. Full 2 minutes of power play. Barron will be going to the box. High sticked Sandin there. As he fell down. Trying to stay with the puck. More of a in the right place sort of moment there for Sandin to draw that one. Although catching him up high is not an ideal one. Okay, we'll have a look at other scores, then go into the usual statistics for after the second period, as we always do. You enjoying the stream there, David? Currently 13 votes on the Velarde hat trick poll. 69% of you saying no. He has already got 2. Both of the markers for the Jets so far. God, it's a bit of a weird advert. Liberty always has the weird adverts. Anyway, let's have a look now at the scores around the league. Hurricanes Rangers up 2-1. They've literally just started a minute into the third period right now. Penguins now 2-1. They're 11 minutes into the third right now. I think I said... did I say 2-1 or 3-1 for the Penguins on that one? Bruins Islanders. Bruins up 2-1. 6 minutes into the third. Obviously, Caps up 3-2 against the Jets. And the second between Jackets and Maple Leafs. They're still 0-0. Flames have scored. I did say Lightning would win 5-1. So Flames now only down 3. Lightning 4-1. Red Wings end the second. They're 2-1. 6 minutes between Hawks Wild left in the first period. Still 0-0. 7 minutes into the third. Devils Blues 2-2. Avs Sharks will start literally any minute now, or should do at least. We'll have a look at who scored the second Rangers goal. It was no one, apparently. Oh no, there we go. It was Panarin getting the second one. Oh, they have just scored again. Rangers have scored again, and it was Trocheck scoring. Penguins Sabres, we know Dunbar got one. Brian Rust has got one. And then Jack Quinn has got one for the Sabres. Who got the Flames goal? Let's have a look. It was Farabee. Obviously names that we know quite well. That's all the goals for the period, obviously. Velarde scored early in the second, and then Ovi about halfway through the second, bar down from a spinning wrister. 9:08 for him now. Okay, let's have a look at the stats then for the period. Let's have a look. Okay, shots 26-12 for the Caps right now. Obviously, Caps about to go into a 2-minute power play to start the period. 18 apiece on the face-off dot, 50% each. I'm not sure why it says -1 really. Obviously, we've not had a power play yet. We're about to start one, obviously. Jets are 100% 1-for-1. Hits 12-8 for the Caps. Block shots 13-8. Giveaways 9-8. So we only gave up 3 in that period. They gave up quite a few. I think they were only on 4, so I think they've doubled it. Takeaways 3-2 for the Caps. But Morgan Barron will go to the box for high sticking on Sandin. We've had Carlson, Chikrin, 2 from Velarde, and then Ovi for the goal scorers. So have a look at the save percentages through the game so far. Lingwin saved 10 out of 12, so he's got a .833 save percentage. And then let's look at Comrie, who saved 23 out of 26. He's got an 885 save percentage. It's a pretty good save percentage. Obviously, Jets not really helping him enough there. For those who are new around here, we try to do every single Caps game we can. Only ones I can't are the ones when I'm playing a game, basically, or have training as I play hockey myself. We get polls going all the time. We always go for first goal of the game, then we go for does Ovi get a goal. Those are the two that we always go with. Obviously, Ovi scored one already. Caps got the first one. Ovi got one. Now we're going for a Jets poll, seeing if he can get a hat trick. Right. Give me a quick second. There we go. Right. Any more predictions for the Caps game? Maybe any other games? The Leafs, maybe? I know they obviously have a big following, the Leafs, especially on YouTube with Steve Dangle and SDPN. $13 votes currently on the poll. 69% saying no for the Velarde hat trick. Obviously, it's going to be hard getting a hat trick unless he does it all himself, basically, or a good Shifley or Connor play, basically, to him. Being down a goal obviously hinders that. Netflix crashed when it came out. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched the first episode of the first season probably like 5 or 6 times, because I've tried to force myself to watch it because apparently the first two episodes are really, really poor. The first season isn't too good. Um, but like I basically you basically have to force yourself to effectively watch it. Um, I will have to just sit and force myself to watch past the first episode. Because I want to start from the start. I don't want to just like, oh, I've not tried watching it for the last 8 months or whatever. Let's just go to the second episode and start. Like, I don't know what even happened in the first one really. Like, someone goes in the woods and finds some weird creature. That's like, that's something like. I mean, that's just the entire show. Let's be honest, but I didn't even know the new series was out. I saw something about it. I didn't know when or whatever it was going to. Think about when GTA comes out, all the servers, all like streaming services, YouTube, how much that'll crash. Like everything will just die. It might end up being where PlayStation and Xbox, they limit servers to other teams, other teams, other games, so they can put more people into GTA because it will crash. You won't be able to buy anything. If you haven't pre-ordered the game, basically you will not be able to play it at all for the first week because it will just crash. Alan? Who's Alan? Who's Alan? Is that a typo or something? I'm not Alan. Who's Alan? You got David's name right, at least. Did you see Ovi had another goal and Carlson gave up the puck? I thought you were Alan. No, I'm Adam. Adam. Not Alan. Oh no, I'm gonna get bullied by David now. It's fine, I'll bully him back on Truck Sim or something tomorrow. Because I feel like tomorrow is a Truck Sim day, isn't it, David? I'm only in until 1. I'll be back by like 2:30. So it's gonna be a Truck Sim day, I think. It's been a long time, Bruce. How have you been? Yeah, Coulson gave them the first one, but he also scored a goal, so I'll let him off for that one. And then Chikrin and Ovi's goal went bar down, which was they were beauties, to be fair. Can't really bully you for a name that's in my family, and probably yeah. See, I only know what we're doing, and like it's basically always on Thursdays we end up playing that game. Do you know a great NHLer was Adam Oates? I can't think of the name, but if I saw a play from him, then I might know him more. Adam Graves, Adam Fox, yeah. There's some good Adams. I mean, to be fair, I'm playing like Adam Fox is at the minute this season. I had a game last night, Bruce. Got home at 6:30 a.m. because it didn't start until quarter to midnight, the game, and it was 3.5 hours away. I got a puck straight to the ear, went like roofed up here, went under my ear guard and managed to just cut and bruise up my entire ear. Shall I get a photo? I actually have the video of it happening as well. I'll get the photo up of my monkey ear. There we go. Here we go. Uh, Where is it? Where is it? I've got too many bloody messages, and I sent it to you, didn't I, David? You'll have it. I'll just go on that or something. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Not sure how well you can see, but my ear is messed up right now. I had to. I mean, yeah, if I can get the clip on my phone to my PC. Oh my god, I've just seen it on my other monitor. I can send the clip to my PC and then I can bring it up on the screen real quick. You're gonna see my horrific skating. What's the best way of doing this? Probably Google Drive, right? Upload, and then find the clip. There we go. Upload that. Go to YouTube and jump to this. Yeah, I could do, but I don't know exactly where it is. I've literally got the full clip though, so like I might as well just do it that way. Google Drive. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Has it done it yet? I think it's done it. Might honestly have to go onto it because I don't think it's really working. I uploaded it to the wrong email. That is why. There we go. Okay, that's uploading. It's only a quick clip, but it'll be on recent, right? There we go. Okay, we got it. And now I'll just add it as a source real quick. One sec. I think game will be starting shortly. Keep you out. Yeah. I'm doing it very, very, very quickly. Add source. That is not the right one. Never. And it is this one here. I'll quickly show it. There you go. That's me here, by the way. We're defending. Ready? Beautiful image of me just. If I can get the frame, it hit me right here. And I just instantly felt the pain. Puck here. straight to the side of the head. Not a nice one, I can tell you that much. Absolutely horrible. Right, anyway. We're now on the way, we won that. Won the power play, so let's get into that. The moon came out to play that one. Well, halfway through our power play, anyway, that's a beautiful view of me getting hit in the side of the head with a puck. It was not a nice one at all. I did have to wipe some blood away. Not ideal. But yeah, my ear's a little bit messed up. I am currently on concussion protocol. Do you think I have a concussion? I'm on protocol right now. So I'm not sure. I might not be able to play. Go to training on Monday. I've got 2 weeks till our next game. I think it is anyway. Our next game is on the 7th of December. So I've got like a week and a half now. Carlson's shot there just goes over the net. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where he was trying to shoot. I think he was aiming for the rafters. But, you know, like... apparently I'm just that good I mean, to be fair, we lost the game. But, to be fair, it was a close one. We went with 2 lines because it was a 3.5 hour drive away. They had a full 4 lines. We had 2 lines of defense and forwards. And our goalie, it was his first ever game as a goalie because we didn't actually have a goalie. And we had 3 players who it was their first game as well. Like, one of them defenders, 2 of them forwards. So we were a bit rough going into the game, to be fair. And then I just get a puck to the side of the head instead. Obviously, my skating was absolutely wonderful during that game. It really wasn't. To be fair, I almost took it on myself as a defender. Got round 1, put the puck through the legs of another, and then lost it in my feet as I got to the last guy. Would have been on the breakaway as a defender. Protus sends us out in front, just tipped away. Milano would have had it on his stick. Not quite kept in the zone there, just squeaks out. Have you slept since being here? If not, might be very careful. Have someone around to check on you periodically. I mean, I had 2 people on the car ride home, keeping an eye on me, just in case. I had been up for 24 hours by the time I got home. So I basically just crashed when I got back. Just because I'd been out for so long. I was already on 3 hours of sleep for that day as well. I slept for about an hour until my mum woke up for work. So she came to check on me because someone sent a message to my phone just so like they're aware, just for safety reasons. But I mean, to be fair, I woke up without a headache. I was asleep for between about 7 a.m. and about 3:30 in the afternoon. We must have been exhausted by the end of the game. I had nothing left after the second period. I didn't get to play the last 8 minutes. And a breakaway for McMichael goes to the backhand and scores. 4-2. McMichael scores on the breakaway. Let's go. I like how this period has just become a story time. And then we're just like, Oh, Michael scored. Yeah. But yeah, we were so tired. I mean, we had two lines of D, so I literally had like, bearing in mind I couldn't play for the last 8 minutes because of concussion protocol. I was basically made not to. So I probably had genuinely probably over half an hour of ice time during that game, even with that. That's unassisted with Michael goal there as well. But yeah, like 30 to 40 minutes of ice time. Bearing in mind, we don't have like full like 20-minute sort of things between periods. We literally have 5 minutes between periods. So we got pretty tired. We literally got like team talk, quick like 2 minute chat, have a drink, back out. That is all we got. I had an annoying one. Their first goal of the game, I tried to block it with my stick, and I didn't have it firm to the ice, and it just deflected straight off my stick and into my net. It was so annoying. I had a slap shot from the blue line, just went wide. It was, if it was on target, that was straight in. The goalie was in no man's land. Beautiful save lingering from Kyle Connor's shot there. Shifley's taken down by Coulson as well. It sounds like you're out of the woods, revealing regarding health, brain injuries, not particularly lightly, no matter how tough you are. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm on, that's why everyone's on precaution. Like, I'm having to let my coach, because my team has 5 teams, because it's a uni league. One of the teams doesn't really have games apart from like nationals at the end of the year. But we have like welfare officers, everything within the team, so they're having to do chats as well to make like decide whether I'm allowed to go training even on Monday. I think I'm gonna precautionary just miss it anyway. If I do go, I'm gonna be like full non-contact. Like, so I'm either gonna have to avoid doing parts of training, or it's gonna have to be tailored to be like a non-contact one, or like at least very low contact. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm fine. The worst bit was getting ice on my ear after it's cut, because I went down, so someone saw blood and was trying to get my helmet off, and because they didn't know how my helmet worked, I was like on like down, just like, ah, shit, and I was like, get that one off, trying to get it off. I'm still being careful. Like, these are over ear headphones, so I gotta be careful with it still, even putting them on. Sounds like your league is good in caring for the players' long-term health, most important. Yeah, I mean, refs are also, the refs in the league are made to be like fully trained up to deal with stuff like this. So yeah, I think I'm the first person out of all 5 teams to have blood drawn. Um, even though we're like we're technically non-checking. You can still hit, but like it's up to basically the refs on how lenient they are. Like, you can't do anything like dangerously big of a hit. Protos tried to go short side there. Ferrari tried to get a shot for a tip in front by Protos, but it was sticked into the netting. Yeah, the league has a lot of rules, and then all teams like know to like be like careful and stuff with it. In terms of like leagues, it is probably like in terms of like hockey in the UK, it's probably the safest like set of leagues in the UK. It's really safe. They've got, like each team has welfare officers. Each team have dedicated first aiders and stuff. We didn't really have what we had one that was like knew some bits at that game, but it was an away game. Like we were struggling for players as is. Um, they obviously have their own ones. But I went to the bench after, and we just sat there for like 5 minutes just to like check out if I was like fine to play or whatever. But apparently my eyes were like really red and stuff from it. Um, as well. So they were like, they just called it basically. And then I just basically, the tunnel bit is basically just where the penalty boxes are. And weirdly. So I just basically went to the penalty box and watched the game out from there. With like being watched by some of their like helpers for the game doing like the stream and whatever and commentary and game sheets and all that stuff. And then the one person we had that was like partially trained was just like stood next to me, just like precautionary. Anyway, Washington going to the PK here. Cross checking. It will be Duhaime going to the box. The dog Duhaime. He was spun around, and he actually didn't. He didn't actually hit him. He missed. He completely missed, and still got called for it. Jets obviously 1-for-1 on the power play. Although Senderman toss there. Velarde taking the face off now. Getting a cycle going. We don't want to give up one now. This is the point where Velarde might get his hat trick on. He scored 2, obviously. 1 power play, 1 as well. There's some leagues here that are horrible, and they get to play very chippy, and welfare of the players are not taken seriously. On the other hand, most of the leagues are administrated properly. I mean, I'd assume for the most part there would be a good block there for Avari. Connor in front, good sticks there. They're getting a good cycle. Winnipeg here might be dangerous. Still cycling it. Bump position available. They're looking for it. Slap shot. Good save. Yeah, I mean, in America, Canada, I'd assume it's probably better for the most part than most other countries. Maybe like East Europe, like Czechia, you Swedens and Finlands and Switzerland and all those sort of teams would be pretty good for the most part as well. But obviously Canada, USA are the big ones, really. I hope Dowd is able to make a return soon. Dowd is I think probably at precautionary stage, he'll probably return to. Um, we'll probably see him in the next week, I'd say. Um, we're not gonna see PLD probably until February. He is having surgery. It's not a major one. They assessed it to be though. But it's still like out for a fair while. Good kill from the Caps there. Winnipeg only 50% on the power plays now. So I understand the Swedes run the most professional programs, closely followed by the Finns. I mean, those two countries are like the like two of the top countries in the world for like most things. Like, isn't like I think Norway is like rated first in the world for like the best living situation, and I know that's not Sweden and Finland, but it's the Norwegian group of countries that are like really like that, like they're great living. It's great to live there basically. And we've got good hockey, so can't really complain, can you? Get to go see Backstrom play in Sweden. Jets getting a bit of a cycle, 5-5. That squeaks through. So if one hands it as far at the zone as he can, helped by a few Caps players. Ovi picks it up, will wait, sends it to Strome, but he gets double teamed in the corner. And Jets will dump it in. Carlson racing shyly for it. You're a Caps fan? I had no idea. How are you doing, Caden? Not seen you in a while. How are you enjoying the Beer Pro series? You're probably one of the most common commenters, at least. So, on that one, we'll have a video out in whenever there's a free day towards the end of the week. In terms of streams, think Saturday possibly. They will start ramping up in a couple of weeks though, with trying to get one every like 5 days or something. But yeah. With Connor and Hellebuck injured, the Jets are cooked. Right, okay. Yeah, Hellebuck is obviously gonna be hindering them. But that's why we've sort of yeah, I knew you were gonna say that, David. I think that's sort of why we're playing Lingering tonight. I think if Hellebuck was here, it would have been Thompson in there. Because Thompson is getting like 60 to 70% of games right now. He is our number one after all. So what's the poll? So it's, yeah, I mean, it's obviously harder for Jets to get it. Obviously, they don't have a chance at an open net right now, being down 2. So unless he basically does it all himself or a couple people help out, it's going to be tough for him to get the hat trick. But you never know; it could happen. Players still get hat tricks and lose games, so I love the Beer Pro series. I'm glad you do. I'm sure you've watched the last one. Wasn't amazing. Oh, thanks David W for the subs there. Thank you very much. They don't always come up, so that one actually came up, but luckily. We got 2 more AHL videos coming up. I did pre-record them, so I still say Tucson or whatever it is, even though it's Tucson apparently. That's relied a lot on Hellebuck. Remains TBD if they finally win a game without him. Things aren't looking good. I mean, when your core players are injured, it does make it more difficult. Roy should have just had a shot on there. He was looking for... And that's a trip on Bouvillier, I think, got tripped. Yeah, Bouvillier got tripped. So Caps going to the power play. 7:57 left. And it's Jonathan Taves going to the box. Quite a big player. Obviously, he's been injured for ages, so he's not at top form, but he's still quite a big player for the Jets. A big name, for definitely. Things aren't looking good without Hellebuck. I mean, I'm not really complaining. I think the goaltender you're going to want to watch is Jet Graves. He's more talent than most young goalies I've ever seen. Where's he playing, Jet Graves? Is he AHL, OHL? Is he Europe? Or is he like much younger, like, I don't know, a 16-year-old prospect sort of thing? I've not heard the name off the top of my head, but I'm sure if I saw him, I'll probably know him. I'm terrible with names like that. Playing All-Star difficulty, right? Yes, I do. I have recorded the next 2 because I recorded 4 at the same time. It was a long session of recording. It took about 4.5 hours recording. So, bit of a rough one, but it was on the Blue Jackets. Okay. He didn't play as the other night, did he? Was he in the game against them? I have a feeling he wasn't, which is probably why I've not seen him. We've got 2 Davids in the chat. It's great. A skid by the Hellebuck's list Jet provides enough games within the skid feature. 3 or more goals allowed. I mean, serious question will be asked for the quality of the remaining Jets goalies. I'm not gonna lie. These messages from David are looking so chat GPT, the way it's worded. I only know that because I use it a lot myself. No, that was Elvis. I thought, yeah, I can't say that man's name. I'll just call him Elvis Presley from now on. David's Unite. Blue Jackets have Mislaken and Greaves as their main 2 goalies. Ovi with a shot on there was saved. Caps getting a bit of a cycle, and Carlson was just pushed out the zone. He doesn't have his stick. The Mesnikov out in front, that just came off Morrissey's stick. And a 2-on-1, Michael calling his own number. Didn't go for the pass to Ovi there. Ovi hanging out in front of the net. That comes to Chikrin at the blue line. Across there to Sandin. It just went between his legs. Couldn't get possession. Jets back to full strength. The shot on there from Chikrin. Tipped in front. Good couple of chances to jam at it. Cal Connor coming through the centre. Gets through Chikrin. Sandin was equal to him though. Ovi with a hit there behind Lindgren. And that one's alley-oop to centre. Protus pokes it all the way down. Caps versus Edmonton, Tampa, and Columbus. They were all good games. Yeah, I forgot you were going to some of the games. That's why you've not been in chat. I was like, where's Bruce? Where's the grape ones? Elvis Muslakins. Is that how you say it? I swear, sometimes I'll say it right, and then sometimes I'll just call him some random dude. Mistaken, like anything at this point. You're lucky to be called Elvis at this point. Not a Caps fan, but I'm still an Ovi fan. I mean, a lot of people are. I mean, look at when Ovi broke the record. It was a standing ovation, and everyone cheered when Ovi scored it. For 8.95. Like, there's so many of them just celebrating. There's so many videos of it, so many views. Have I seen you in a stream yet, Caden? I don't believe I have. I might be mistaken, but there's been, I think, 20 streams, so there's been quite a lot. But yeah. Let's have a look at all the scores around the league. Rangers won 4-2. Okay. Penguins won 4-2. Bruins won 3-1. Blue Jackets Leafs are going into overtime. They're 1-1. Lightning won 5-1. I predicted that one. I said Lightning would win 5-1. Got that one correct. Avalanche are up 2. I said they were going to win like 6-2, so Devils won 3-2. 1 minute left between Preds Wings. Preds up 6-3. Blackhawks up 1-0. Flyers won 4-2. Not too bad. Reminds me of you and Jonathan Quick. I'll have to have a look at some of his highlights. See how he's been playing. Look at his stats and stuff as well. That one goes into the netting. 5 minutes left of the third. In a couple of minutes, a minute or two, I'm sure Winnipeg will get ready to pull the goalie. Don't cheer for the Caps either, or the neutral observer. Spectate the game. Simply follow the Jets because I'm from Canada and follow all Canadian teams. A lot of people are like that. They'll just like, particularly the Canadian teams, because there's not many Canadian teams. A lot of them do bounce. A lot of people do bounce around, to be fair. So an innovation when your opponent scores is not something you see every day. It never happens. And there we go. Shifley scores. Is just left alone in front of the net. He is bleeding from his nose. I think he took a high stick at the end there. Because he's bleeding, though, he's asking for a double minor. So even though he scored, it would still be a 2-minute penalty instead of a 4-minute. So it's a weird one. It doesn't really happen like that very often, where it would be called afterwards. Now a 1-goal game, 4-3 in the last 5 minutes. Who's in goal for Columbus tonight? I will have a quick look. It is. Oh, it's Jet Greaves. 21 out of 22 saves and 955 save percentage. Apparently he's having a good game. We want a Canadian team to win the cup. Honestly, I genuinely think Canadians will win the next cup for Canadian teams. I don't think Oilers have a good enough core right now. Their defensive cores are really bad. Their goalies are horrific. I mean, they lose 9-1 to Avalanche the other day as well. And Charlie's mask is off. I think he got hit over the head. He threw his glove afterwards in frustration. Yeah, I genuinely think Canadians will win the next cup in terms of Canadian teams. So I'm a bit behind on them. Matt Shifley scores half the Capitals' lead. Yeah, this is David. You're not wrong. This is literally a commentator in the chat at this point. Among the Canadian teams, the Leafs have extended their Wednesday Eastern Time. OT and blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, you're just waffling. That's the guy I think is quite skilled. Then the Ovi was just a standing ovation despite being on the opposing team. I mean, realistically, you're probably never going to see that at all again. I don't think Ovi's record will probably ever be beaten. Bearing in mind he's still going. He's going to end this season. I'm calling it now. He's going to end this season at 927, which will be a 30-goal season exactly. But that's what my prediction is. Who do you think will win the next cup? Right now, my picks would be Avs and probably Canes. Canes aren't doing well at the minute. They've had a couple injuries, but we know they're not a regular season team. They are a playoff team. But that's my Stanley Cup final at the minute. To be fair, two years ago when I was doing the thing, Leonard's 2-on-1, he got the shot off, just went over and ended up deflecting into the netting. 2 years ago, I did the full bracket. I got one team wrong in the entire thing. Instead of, I put in the first round, it was Dallas versus someone. I can't remember who it was, but I put Dallas not going through, and the other team going all the way to the conference finals, and instead Dallas did it. Everything else I got bang on right, and it was I don't know how I did it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Leafs won in OT. Nylander. I'm not gonna lie, this David is just sounding like ChatGPT right now. Do you think that David will stay with Edmonton if they don't win their cup in the next year or two? What is he on a 2-year contract right now? I reckon he will say for next season in this postseason. I think he'll say, if you don't sort out our goalie situation, then he's leaving after that season. And he will find a team that will want him because he wants a cup. He doesn't want the money, he wants a cup. Which is why he took such a low offer. Winnipeg empty net right now. Last 90 seconds. Protus rips him of it. Ovi couldn't get the shot off. That's sent to a vacant wing, and Winnipeg will pick it up. See a future to win a Stanley Cup, potential pull factor for David away from the Oilers. I think he will win his cup away from Oilers. Where he goes, I don't know. And that's alley-ooped all the way down. It's not enough for icing. Wilson on him, sends it to Protus. Almost put it in his own net there. Last 40 seconds. Where do you think the Canucks will finish? Depends if they stay healthy. That they can either be like first or second or not even make the playoffs. I'm like, it's so hit or miss with. They're very, very similar to the Devils. The Devils are a great team, but Jack Hughes is made out of paper, and a paper cut can take his entire arm off. So yeah, 13.6 left. That was offside for Winnipeg entering the zone. No higher than 4th in the division. Consider a point under 30 minutes time. I'm not gonna lie. This David guy is such an AI. I'm gonna be honest. He's not even shutting it down in the chat. So say something, David, that's not AI. I think he's talking about American football now or something as well. I don't know what's going on. Good point about the goalie situation, which is a mess. I mean, they are horrendous. Literally anyone, like genuinely. Skinner let in 4 goals and 7 shots the other night and got pulled. He let 4 in on. It was on 8 shots, sorry. And then against the Caps not long ago, he let 4 in on 7 shots. If he's doing that and still thinks he can play Team Canada, what is he doing? I think it's basketball. Honestly, I don't know. I don't follow either. Shifley going in alone. A shot. Save lingering at the buzzer. They've jammed it home after. And it's everyone's dropping the gloves after the whistle. Everyone's got the man. Vlasic's going with Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson's taking his helmet off. He wants Vlasic. They were poking a lot after the whistle. Vlasic getting taken down. They're still fighting. Teams are being told to stay on the benches. They're not allowed to come over. Referee's still trying to get them apart. Schaefer just patted Ovi on the back. Skinner is absolutely awful. I don't know how he's in the NHL. I would send the thing is they had the cap space and they went and spent it on nothing. I don't know why. Shifley actually ended up taking that all by himself. Coulson managed to block it, but they were poking a lot. I think it was Vlasic a bit as well. It was kept out of the zone though, but Charlie wanted Vlasic actually as well. Fight. Let's watch basketball games with the Raptors. Bar. And Bruce is being told to shut up. Okay, I'm really not sure if this David guy is an AI or not, honestly. Skinner has been streaky, although one must ask if Eric is they going to turn for the. I'm sorry, but I think it's just this AI that's been sent into the chat to defend Stuart Skinner and just talk absolute waffle about any sports. I have to go, but thanks for being here tonight. David, hope you have a good night. And Adam, hope you feel better soon. Thank you very much. My concussion protocol will be cleared soon. I'm sure. For those who don't know, I took a puck to the head in the game last night. Have a bit of a messed up ear, as well. But yeah, thank you very much, Bruce. I'll see you around. Thanks for all joining in today. We'll have a look around the league for the scores, check the stats, and then end it off. Rangers beat the Canes 4-2. Penguins win 4-2 against Sabres. Bruins 3-1 to Islanders. Caps win 4-3. What else? Canadians up 1-0 4 minutes into the game against the Mammoth. Avs just started the second period 2-0. Devils won in OT 3-2. Hawks are up 2-0 5 minutes left of the second. Preds won 6-3 against the Wings. Lightning 5-1 against Flames. Flyers 4-2 against Panthers. Golden Knights will be about to start. Ducks Canucks are about to play. Ducks Canucks next to each other is beautiful. Kraken Stars also about to play. Now we'll check the stats. I will do a quick plug while we get over to it. I am in the UK Charity All-Stars tournament. Link is pinned and also in the pinned comment if you'd like to check it out. We are raising money for Bluebell Ward Children's Hospice. All money goes straight there. Any donations are greatly appreciated. Right, we'll start off with the Jets here. Vladi with 2 goals. A goal from Shifley. 3 assists for Kyle Connor. A great night for him. An assist for DeMello and Morrissey as well. And Comrie ended with 30 saves out of 34. An 882 save percentage. Not too bad. Caps, Ovi had a goal, went bar down. Milano had an assist. Unassisted goal from McMichael. Wilson, Frank, and Bouvillier with assists. Roy with an assist. Chickroom with a goal. And Carlson also with a goal. Lindgren had an 857 save percentage tonight. 18 out of 21. Shots were 34-21 for the Caps. Caps only 48.1 on the face-off dot. Jets were 50% on their power play. 6 penalty minutes apiece. 20 hits for Caps, 12 for Jets. 21 block shots for Caps, 15 for Jets. 11 giveaways for the Caps, so we only gave up 2 more in that third period. 13 for the Jets. 5 takeaways for Caps, 3 for the Jets. Not a bad game. I'm not going to complain about any of them. Oh, you actually put it in the exact same time. We're in sync, David. We're in sync. We're on it like a car bonnet or whatever the saying is. Caden, I'm pretty sure you're right. I'm pretty sure he is. But I'll take a free sub and a free viewer. So, won't complain too much there. Thanks all for watching tonight's game. Our next game is Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. for me. So I'll be done by 1 a.m. instead of 3:06 right now. Conquer Live, is the game over? Yes, it is just finished. Caps won 4-3. We had a goal from Carlson, then Ferravari. Not Ferravari. Carlson, then Chikrin. Then 2 from Velarde. Then Ovi and McMichael, and then Shifley scored just before the end. Those are the goal scorers for tonight. If you missed it or you're in here, one thing to know. Also, your goalie, just so you know, had a. Let's get it up. Had an 882 save percentage, 30 saves out of 34, not too bad. DeMello had an assist, Morrissey had an assist, Shifley scored 3 assists for Kyle Connor. 2 goals for Vivaldi as well. So it wasn't bad from Jets, to be fair, being outshot an extra 13 as well. But anyway, thank you all for joining in today. Please leave a like on the stream. It does really help out. Shows you've all enjoyed it. And also, be greatly appreciated if you subscribe for any future streams. We will have a stream Friday, and then probably on the Saturday will be another Beer Pro episode. If you haven't watched any of the Beer Pro episodes, go check that out. It is on this channel here. 16 votes on that final one. 69% said no, and they got it right. We had three of them today, but thanks all for joining in today. I've been Blue Liner. It's been a good stream, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Peace.